Just want to just sort of explain a bit further on one of my earlier posts, just in regards to being yourself. Be you and be proud of who you are. Um, like, man, these days a lot of people are actually more concerned about having to look a certain way, or um, like how they're going to be perceived and stuff like that. So the reasoning behind like some of my stuff and behind my videos and stuff is like the TikToks and that. Like I found that was a good distraction for me to to sort of get through my depression and stuff like that, and try and have a bit of a laugh instead of always being so down and stuff about myself. So when you do see them, you may either you may either find them funny, or you may not, and that's all cool. I understand that 100, but that's the reasoning behind me sort of having a jam and stuff on TikTok and that. And but I just want to try and encourage anyone else as well that could be going through depression and stuff like that, because I do seriously know a bit about it now, as where a couple of months ago I didn't. um, so if anyone needs someone to talk to and that, feel free to reach out to me. I don't have all the answers, but I can definitely try and point you in the right direction and stuff, because like sort of living and dealing and coping with depression is it's a very I can't quite put my finger on it, because I'm still not quite sure. I didn't know for years that I was I was living with depression, until I actually hit rock bottom. And yeah, it was really weird when I hit fully rock bottom, because all my all my drinking and just smoking ciggies and just spending up all the money, like it was a real bad routine and a bad cycle that I was caught in. I was trying to use alcohol as my form of escape. And then I was going live and stuff like that on Facebook, and doing doing plenty of shit that I wish I never did, because I'd wake up the next morning and I'd be like, oh, far out, well, what did I do last night, sort of thing. And just having blackouts and shit like that. But yeah, I can honestly, safely say, genuinely, if any of you guys are going through depression and that, it's okay, man. Like, feel free to reach out. Like, don't be fucking mind that. It's important that we try and help one another, instead of pointing the finger. Um, I'm still, I'm still going through my own things too. Some days I wake up and I feel shit. I just don't feel like, that don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel too good about myself. But then other days, I have to try and, I've got to really try and push through that, because, I know I'm not the only one. I honestly do know I'm not the only one. And I don't want it to come across as, oh, fuck, he just thinks that it's just all about him, because it's not. And I've also got other whānau members, that feel, feel these feelings as well. But I just wanted to try and jump on and try and, try and encourage people, more than anything, man, because yeah, I just don't, this depression, anxiety, suicide, too many people are you know, falling victim to this, and no one's, you know, no one's reaching out and stuff like that. Um, just message one of your mates, message me whānau, you know, like I'm here. I may not get back straight away, but I can guarantee you that I will reply to your message, man. You know, if you are feeling this way, yeah, my goal is to try and, because I came through, I've just come through my own, you know, pretty scary, you know, experiences and stuff with it. I want to try and encourage as many people as I can, to reach out for that help. You know, talk to someone, and and um, and we can definitely overcome it. You know, for example, a couple of say about 2 months ago, I couldn't even get up out of bed. I was man, I just felt so worthless. I felt so run down. Had no self confidence whatsoever. I was crushed. I literally was crushed, and it took a whole lot, you know, like it really did. I had to really dig deep to get past these thoughts I was having, and you know, that sadness and that dark cloud, over the top. But I'm really grateful because there was a lot of people that actually reached out to me. They could see that things weren't right, and they could see, you know, something was up with me, you know, and I couldn't quite, like I said before, like I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was going through it, and that my actions and my behaviour was actually leading down that way. You know, like leading down a dark path. So this was happening for quite some time. You know, like it was just a snowball effect of, you know, one step after the other, just going in the wrong direction, and I couldn't see it. But then a lot of people around me were saying, "Oh, you know, Vic, you know, hope you're alright in that. It's, you know, don't seem to be yourself in that." And yeah, I had to, I really had to dig deep, eh? I really had to sort of have a look at myself and be like, far out, you know what? Shucks, maybe I'm not feeling too good, man, and maybe I do need to reach out, you know, and maybe I do need to, you know, talk to someone, or get it off my chest, because I can't feel like this anymore, eh? So, you know, like I said earlier, I'm not saying that it's just me. You know, like I definitely know it's not just me. You know, I know that there'll be a lot of people that, you know, felt shit throughout the coronavirus and stuff like that. Even that, you know, was enough to, you know, to really shake some people up. And you know, with that added pressure, you know, brought on a lot of different feelings, and you know, losing mahi to the people that lost their jobs through it. You know, the people that really struggled throughout that whole ordeal, man. My heart goes out to you. My heart does go out to you, because I feel you. I feel you. I was one of those people that, you know, when Corona did hit, was more like was more like fucking. You alright, baby? It was more like you know, like I couldn't. How do I explain it? You know, everything just took a really nasty turn. Coming in towards. Come up here, boy. Up here. Good boy. Up to dad. Up to dad. Good boy. This man stuck by me. Hey, You stuck by me. You stuck by me, my
He
boy.
loves you.
He does, eh?
Hello, buddy.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. You alright, baby?
When he does that.
Cool. Go on, go, Peyton. Yeah, so it takes a lot of courage, whānau. I know. It's important. It's important for us to do this as well, and I'll be interested to hear from other people too. You know, I don't want to just be you know, sitting here and making these videos and that. Like, I'd love to actually chat to other people eventually about it, you know, and actually, you know, have a kōrero around it, maybe like a podcast or something. While I don't have any mahi going, you know, like, it'll be really good to sit down and have a podcast or a live thing where we could all just have a kōrero and we could talk to one another and ask, you know, how each other managed to overcome it, you know, because I've definitely got some stories. I've definitely got some tips and stuff like that on how I managed to walk through it. But I'm definitely interested to hear from other whānau too, and that's just me being me. So if you do hear this and you have watched this whānau, I don't mean, honestly, I don't mean to harp on and shit like that. I don't want to be that guy, and I'm not that guy. I'm just saying, you know, like, I'm interested to help out other people. You know, start a podcast, start a bit of a kōrero, or, you know, so that we could all sort of help each other, you know. But I'll take the time before I wrap it up to say a big shout out and big thanks to the people who were there for me. They all know who they are, and you know, when things do, when I do get right, they'll be, you know, they'll be the ones that that you know, are right by my side, and that I'll make sure of that. So, kia ora whānau. This is the first of many. I think I might try and set up that. I might actually try and put it up on YouTube and you know, get the lighting and shit a bit better. But that was that's my truth anyway. That's a bit about me and what I've been going through, because I know a lot of people, you know, only see certain things and only you know, they sort of have their own interpretation, especially when we're on Facebook and stuff like that. It could, you know, it's quite easy to flip it around and make it look like that everything is okay, you know, and when really it's not. So yeah, I just urge you, whānau, straight up, I just urge you, sing out, you know, never be too proud to reach out and ask for help, whānau. So much love. I'll have a few more of these, and you know, in between the funny stuff and that, you know, we also got to keep it real as well, 100. So thanks for listening, whānau. I love you guys. Much love. Chat.